Welcome to the channel. Today we explore one of history's most dramatic engineering failures. In the moonless early hours of December 3rd, 1984, a cold, dense cloud crept silently from a chemical plant on the outskirts of Bhopal, India. It was not fog or smoke, but a lethal aerosol of toxic gas invading the homes of a sleeping city. Around midnight, a runaway reaction began inside a chemical storage tank at the Union Carbide India Limited pesticide plant. The tank, designated E610, began venting a massive cloud of highly toxic methyl isocyanate, or MIC. The plant's safety systems, designed to contain such a release, failed. Heavier than air, the deadly gas hugged the ground, spreading silently through the densely populated neighborhoods nearby. The UCIL plant produced pesticides, a process that required storing large quantities of MIC, a highly volatile and toxic chemical intermediate. The MIC was held in 3 large, partially buried stainless steel tanks. The system was engineered with multiple safety layers. A refrigeration unit was designed to keep the liquid MIC cool and stable, while a vent gas scrubber and a flare tower were meant to neutralize or burn off any vented gas. In the months leading up to the disaster, the plant's defenses had been systematically dismantled. The refrigeration unit, critical for keeping the MIC stable, had been shut down to save money. The vent gas scrubber, the primary tool for neutralizing toxic gas, was not in operation. The flare tower, a final line of defense, was out of service for maintenance, with a key section of pipe physically removed. Tank E610 was also filled beyond its recommended safe capacity, creating the ideal conditions for a catastrophe. The disaster began when a substantial quantity of water entered tank E610, likely during a routine pipe flushing. Water reacted violently with the MIC, triggering a runaway exothermic reaction. This generated immense heat and a rapid, uncontrollable rise in pressure. With the refrigeration system off, the temperature soared past the boiling point of MIC. The escalating pressure forced open a safety valve, which remained open for nearly 2 hours, releasing an estimated 40 tons of toxic gas directly into the atmosphere. The disabled scrubber and flare tower were powerless to stop it. The toxic cloud descended on Bhopal with devastating speed. Thousands of people died in the initial hours from acute chemical exposure, their lungs destroyed by the gas. Tens of thousands more were blinded, burned, and severely injured. The city's hospitals were completely overwhelmed by the scale of the tragedy, with doctors and nurses facing a chemical injury they had never seen before. The streets were filled with chaos and unimaginable suffering as victims desperately sought help. The official government inquiry identified a cascade of failures. While the entry of water was the trigger, the report concluded the disaster was entirely preventable, blaming management for critical lapses in safety. Key findings cited the non-operational state of the refrigeration unit, the vent gas scrubber, and the flare tower. The investigation determined that the company had departed from its own established safety procedures and that the plant was operating in an unacceptably dangerous condition long before the night of the leak. The Bhopal tragedy was a brutal wake-up call for the global chemical industry. It exposed the catastrophic risks of locating hazardous facilities near population centers without ironclad safety management. The disaster forced a reckoning with the concept of safety culture, demonstrating how a gradual erosion of standards can lead to unthinkable consequences. It spurred the creation of new regulations worldwide, including process safety management in the U.S., and strengthened the community's right to know about chemical hazards in their vicinity. The chain of events at Bhopal was not a single failure, but a total collapse of the safety system. A chemical reaction, a series of disabled devices, and a management culture that normalized risk all converged on that December night. The name Bhopal is now synonymous with industrial disaster, a permanent and tragic reminder of the price of engineering negligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more engineering history.